Hi, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, then you need to watch this video because we're going to cover the regulations and best practices that we are using to help you buy or sell a home safely and smartly in the post-pandemic real estate market. Good morning. I say good morning because this video is being released on May 7th. May 7th is a pretty significant date for real estate in Michigan because it's the first day since March 23rd that we're going to be able to resume some in-person activities. So there are two basic parts to the way that we're going to approach this. There are requirements and then there are guidelines or best recommended practices. There are 4 requirements in the executive order that was issued by Governor Whitner's office. They concern directly in-person meetings and activities inside and around homes during this reopening period. All in-person meetings at the home will be conducted by appointment only. This applies to listing activities, showing activities, photography, inspections, appraisals, and so forth. They must be done by appointment and with permission of the homeowners prior to proceeding. No more than 4 persons will be permitted in a home at any time. This includes the agent, a photographer, appraiser, anybody else that's there, buyers, sellers, and so forth. Maximum number will be 4. So if you don't have to go, don't go. All persons at appointments will maintain 6-foot social distancing guidelines. And landlords may not arrange for in-person showings of properties until the current tenants have moved out. There are also some best practice guidelines that were issued, and myself, my team, we're going to recommend that all of our clients follow those as well, and there's a number of them, so I'm going to have to cheat and use my glasses here. Number 1, limit in-person showings to buyers that have already been pre-approved. So if you are considering going to look at a home, we're going to make sure that you have a pre-approval or proof of funds from a lender prior to taking you to view any properties. Number 2, showing agents are encouraged to avoid overlapping appointments. So we will ensure that there is only one set of prospective buyers and an agent in a property at a time to avoid any close interaction as much as possible. 3, provide any marketing or relevant materials on the home prior to the showing in an electronic form. So we'll still be utilizing email and so forth to send those out and make sure that you have the most information available prior to desiring to book an appointment. 4, encouraging sellers not to be present. Now, it's typical that sellers were not present during showings. Some sellers have expressed an interest to want to be there to help maintain the safety of their home, and we want them to know that our agents are utilizing these best practices to ensure that their home will remain as safe and as untouched as possible during the showing, and again, allowing them to leave and avoid any unnecessary close quarter interaction. Number 5, encourage sellers to clean and disinfect after showings. To me, this sort of just emphasizes a protocol that I think we've all been following for the last 6 or 7 weeks, which is just ensuring that we're keeping things clean and sanitized in our homes, our hands, washing our hands and so forth. And we want to encourage people to continue to keep doing that after their houses have been shown. 6, requesting that potential buyers remain in their vehicles until the agents arrive for the showing. So in other words, we just want to make sure that people are not wandering around doing things and going places and so forth. Wait in your car till your agent shows up. Your agent will help you understand and follow the best practice guidelines to ensure the safety of not only the seller and their home, but you as well. Number 8, request that buyers refrain from touching surfaces in the home, including light switches and doorknobs and things like that. In other words, we're going to ask the sellers to have the lights on and the doors open before you get there, and if necessary, allow your agent to open doors and turn on lights and so forth, so it reduces the contact to one particular individual, and your agent will be using sanitizer and gloves and things like that to make sure that the home, again, stays as safe as possible for both the sellers and for you. Number 9, minimize the time in the home. It's been typical in the past where we may walk through the home a second time, stand in the kitchen or in the garage or someplace and kind of talk about the pros and the cons and whether or not we want to write an offer. And we want to keep doing that, but now we're just going to keep doing it via phone or email or FaceTime or Zoom or any any one of the other number of ways available to do that without actually staying in the home longer than we actually have to. So again, the initial items were actual requirements from the executive order. The last set of items are some guidelines or best practices that were recommended. We are going to recommend that our clients do both. We are going to do both, and we want to make sure that this is being done to maintain the health and safety of clients, professionals, ourselves, everybody involved in the transaction. We want to keep everyone safe, and we think we can move this forward in a way that will do that and allow us to get back to doing some business. So that's it. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or someone from my team. I will have links to a document in the description that you can download and use as a guide. Thanks again, and we look forward to working with you soon. Have a great day.